Yo, what up? Hey yo, nah, what up, yo? You know what I mean? It's real productive Saturday. You know what I mean? I'm just kicking it, right? I just came out on new mixtape by DJ Whiplash. The top indie, the indie top 50 volume 85, coast to coast mixtape. I got track 12 on there. Too Many Dudes Love Your Freestyle, featuring that dope boy Rich by Frankie Oh So Lovely, producer. Straight out Dallas, Texas. PMS A7, Porter Master. Check it out. Shout out Lil Fats. Shout out to DJ Thomas Handsome, Fleet DJs. You know what I'm saying? And I just dropped a new song. I'm from Mars, my Jan Sport. Check it out. You know what I'm saying? Coast to Coast mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? It's a very productive Saturday right now. You know what I mean? I want people to know something too. Like, sometimes when I blog and I say things, sometimes it's a little bit of a good moment. It's a good high. It's a good feeling for me, right? So, like, I don't want nobody to take me like, he spazzing, he tripping, he talking about, he dissing people and stuff. Nah, none of that. Not at all. I'm just feeling good. I want to share, like, how good I'm feeling with a lot of people. So, I feel like y'all see me doing good. Y'all gonna want to do the same. Y'all gonna want the same happiness I'm feeling right now. So, I'm gonna just try my best what I can. You know what I mean? Spread that, show that to everybody at Harrisburg, PA. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I feel like nobody, for real, should read any status on Facebook, trend on Twitter, vlog on YouTube, or anything, and let their emotion influence their opinion of what I'm saying. Cause I can understand if I'm wrong, if I came a little reckless, I'm talking a little too crazy, but I'm not the highest in superiority of life. So I didn't live life all these years. I'm not no expert at living life. I can't tell you how to live life. You feel me? Like, I live life already. I don't really know. I'm just taking it a day at a time. One day at a time, like 2 Chainz and Jada, you know what I'm saying? However, I notice the less ignorant you are to socialism sometimes, the more you pressure by females and males to be cool, you know what I mean? Not express what you educated about through learning and witnessing the experience of time, peer pressure, you know what I mean? It can turn you into a social outcast, you feel me? If you don't allow peer pressure to control your decisions you make in life, yeah, it can turn you into a social outcast. I've witnessed that. You know what I mean? I've experienced that. So, I just want to say, keep it positive. I talk about I don't support stop snitching. Some people get offended. They say, you starting to act different. You wearing heel figure. You're talking all crazy about credit cards and all that stuff, They starting to forget what color skin I am. And, I don't know why, because I'm not a defendant, to what they trying to prove to people, by opposing what I'm saying and my insight. So, maybe people in the streets feel they deserve more interest in my trust or something, I put a lot of trust into the bank. I have a bank account. I don't really believe in dollars and just having cash. I don't really believe in that. That's really not gonna get you a lot in life. I mean, everything's paperless right now. I mean, even the post office almost is closing. Every one of my bill collectors send me a letter every day. Do you need us to send you some paper stating your statements and everything? And I'm like, it's coming to a point. Everything's computer. Computers took over. Technology, it took over. It saves money. You using less paper, you gotta recycle. So that's why we got like bills like the incinerator in Harrisburg, PA. In Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. That's why the incinerator costs so much. I mean, that stuff costs money, like the recycle and that paper. When you burning that paper and stuff, that costs a lot. You feel me? So everything is becoming digital. So I want people to understand that it's not me. It's not just me being awkward talking about credit cards and prepaid credit cards and everything. this is really something that's gonna happen. It's gonna come to a point. There's gonna be a paperless. Everything's gonna be paperless. It's not gonna be on paper. So and I feel like some outside the bank, some in the streets, they use an alias. They feel, I mean, I don't use an alias. You feel me? I'm registered. Everything's a registration, whether it's a bank account, any number is registering to something. It's a registration number. I look at it like a registration number to my social class. And that's how it is. And it's not, I know a lot of people have secret lives where they can't really register how they get money. And they can't have registration numbers because they don't want to be traced and they don't want to be tracked down by what they're doing. But you gotta figure out a plan sooner or later, because it's gonna come to a point where you're not gonna be in a good situation. You're gonna be fighting computers, and that's not gonna be good. That feel me. Some people in the street, they give me an alias. They feel like sometimes the name they call me worth more than my name I was born with at birth. Maybe the name given by the streets creates opportunity for some of the people who outside of banking don't trust bank accounts and things. But the person, person given an alias, who interest might only be in trusting in bank accounts and keeping their money in a bank, only feel comfortable like that, may not know that, the people creating these street names and whatever, are receiving these benefits. It may be some detectives, that know these people in the streets, and they might have relationships from experiences where, they feel like, they allow these street aliases and the people who create the aliases to benefit off the same opportunities outside the bank. It helps them do their job, Some detectives rely on people in the streets who have aliases, who don't trust bank accounts, because they can talk to them without it being on record, and they can get information. It might help them do their job, but that's something personal. That's something that's not involving me. That's a whole different situation. One thing about business, you never allow personal emotions to conflict the interest in the business, because in the streets, they might call you an alias. They might call you many aliases without your knowledge. You might not even know they calling you aliases, but that establishes no credit socially to the registration of your social security number. So if you're not interested in trusting the streets over the bank, if you're interested in trusting the streets over the bank, you're not going to understand that. And it's a lot of opportunities and a lot of things blown. So I don't want people to feel like I think I'm better than them. I know a lot of people who got to get money by any means, and they feel like they don't want to be registered. They don't want nobody all up in their business, how they make money. But I feel like in life, nobody decides who gets a second chance and who doesn't. So I feel like if you're a hustler, if you're a street person, you're in the streets making your money, and you got some private things in your life that really you can't really afford to get busted, or you can't afford to put money in a bank account. My advice to you is think about a plan B. Open a business, invest your money. You already, you can't cheat life so long that you wait till it gets too late to make a change. I'm not saying that everybody hustling and drug dealing or whatever is a bad person. I'm not saying that. I'm saying there's no person that decides when a person can change their life. So if you're a person who makes a lot of money, and and you feel like I need to get out of this game, I need to restart my life, I want to walk the right path, then do that. You feel me? Start a business. Learn what you have to do, get out of it. You know what I'm saying? It's never too late to get out of it, and don't make it worse. Don't just let it build on time and procrastinate and let it get worse, because credit is a really big thing. They have prepaid credit cards now. They got prepaid credit cards where no, a bank doesn't control how much money you put on your credit card. You do, but it's still going to be monitored by the superiors of this country. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have people over top that's going to be watching your transactions and everything and your movements, because that's just something that's always going to be. That's how, it keeps trust, it keeps interest in things, it also keeps a reserve. So, because you might not know, you can overdose on certain things. You might be able to overdose on money. It gets to a point, you make so much cash, not worth anything, and you don't want to be lost. So I feel like if you are somebody in the streets and you get money, there are plenty of opportunities, and you just got to make that decision that I don't want to do this no more. You know what I'm saying? I want to do something positive. I want to pay taxes. I want to fill out a W-4. I want to make legal money. I want to make legit money. I don't want to look over my shoulder for the rest of my life. I want to be comfortable with these nice things and these expensive things I have. And that's what everyone should do. And honestly, that's all I'm really trying to say when I say the credit thing. I'm not really trying to scare nobody. I'm not trying to force it upon nobody. I'm just really trying to, share some insight. It's not gonna just happen like that. And you gotta just make the decision to change and invest and do something positive for yourself. You don't want to stress your whole life, because life will pass you by and you'll be in the streets and you'll be chasing your money, looking over your shoulder, wrinkles all in your forehead when you're older and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? Then you'll realize, you'll say, Dad, I was running from something my whole life that wasn't chasing me. I was running for so long in life. I didn't get to enjoy life one day, and there was really nothing chasing me. So, you wanna invest, you wanna learn, you wanna do things positive, pay taxes, W-4. No drug dealer in this world should not understand what a sole proprietorship is. Partnership LLC, sole proprietorship LLC. No one should not understand that. You should understand W-4s. You should understand wages. You should understand account numbers are like registration numbers. It's nothing really, as long as you're a human living in this world and you have that number that identifies who you are, there's no way out of that. And so, just think about it smart. It's never too late to change. You know what I'm saying? We trying to do it. PMSA 7, Harrisburg, PA, Potomac Shreds, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. We doing it. You know what I mean? Let's get it. Yeah. Productive Saturday. Let's stay productive. Let's stay relevant. Let's stay relevant, persistent, consistent. Let's get it.